So when I'm engaging my students, I always encourage them. It's so I'm at a Jesuit university, and one of the Jesuits every 10 to 20 years get together and put together a statement, the global institution, about what their priorities are, their mission. And one of those priorities, the priorities are outstanding. One is to be guided by the spiritual exercises of St. Ignatius. The second is to take care of the poor and the vulnerable. The third, which I'm particularly attuned to, is to accompany young people in a hope-filled future. And then the fourth is to care for our common home. And young people are struggling a lot. A hell of a lot. And so as we have the difficulties in our works and the frustrations and the bad news with the good news, and the bad news is a little darker and the light's a little lighter, I do encourage us all to keep pushing and engage young people, find ways we can engage young people. One of the things I tell the students is that never be afraid to go deeper. And that can be deeper into just the truth. The truth makes an absolute claim on us. Being comfortable, feeling good, doesn't make an absolute claim. The truth makes an absolute claim. We saw that in Rich Cizik's story when he met with Sir John Houghton. He wasn't being presented with revelation, he's being presented with what a great scientist, the founder of this first organizer of the IPCC, was telling about what the truth is. And Rich gives a wonderful story about an absolute commitment to that, being called just to the truth. That makes an absolute claim. So for those who maybe aren't believers, the commitment to the truth, that is going deeper. And then for those who are believers, we go deeper and say that truth is a personal truth, that truth wants union with us and calls us in a deep way. And so we can go deeper. And so I'd invite us, as part of the program, some of the discernment on how to run the program was that we go deeper and offer what people might need, what they need prayed for, and people offering their prayers for the next 20 minutes or so. So we can go deeper. And so what I would like to do is potentially we move into a moment of prayer is to offer a prayer for all the work Dana's doing in the Dogwood Alliance and operating against what Paul called the principalities and powers. And that takes real courage. And so I suggest we just pause for a moment and give our hearts and ask the Spirit, the living God, to move through us and bless the work of Dana. And when we're finished this afternoon, when this room is up, I encourage us to linger and do some of the networking and see how we can concretely help people with their mission, their ministries, their projects, and continue this after this room needs to be freed up. So I'd like us to call upon the living God to be present with us, to be present with Dana and all the people working, and to let them know that this God, the infinite God, the holy God, is with them, and we are with them and their work. And then we'll let the room open up after. Let's close the breakfast today with the song for the beauty of the earth. We're at time now. And go ahead.
We're going to sing For the Beauty of the Earth, and if you don't have a song sheet, let me know, and I can pass it out. But while we're doing this, if Reverend Jim Antal would just say something about one home, one future,
Sure.
and I'll pass these out. Could you raise your hand if you don't have a sheet?
And again, I want to urge us to continue conversation if you have the time in the nice hallways here.
I know that I speak for everybody in this room and those who haven't been able to stay and those who haven't been able to attend to say that we who have committed our lives to this effort, to gather like this every few years, if not every year, it just means the world to me, and I know I speak for all of you when I say that. So I want to thank Fred and all the others who have brought us together. The long history of the NRCCC has been lifted up in the past couple of hours. I want to assure you that there is a future. And that future is making itself manifest in all kinds of ways. But one of the distinctions about the past 30 and 40 years of the environmental movement and the religious environmental movement has been the independent silos in which we have operated. In America, we call them denominations. And many of us who have been denominational leaders, at least in the state of Massachusetts with my denomination, recognize that the time of a denominated America is over. And the time for faiths coming together in order to support God's creation, well, it's still in its beginnings. A new chapter is what Echo America and Blessed Tomorrow is initiating. It's called One Home, One Future. The denominations signed on to this effort are all listed here in their small little logos there. There are too many to count. I have 30, 35 who have stepped forward. There will be more. And throughout America, you will see banners flowing in front of congregations, which will invite their communities and the media in those communities to come and ask, what the heck are you up to in your mosque? What the heck are you up to in your synagogue, in your church? So if you're not aware of this initiative, please look it up on the Echo America or the Blessed Tomorrow website. You'll be hearing more about it in the future. And again, thank you for the honor of being part of this commune of saints. Thank you.